The divine vision in this connection should be clearly understood. Who can have divine vision? Divine means godly unless one attains the status of divinity as a demigod. He cannot have divine vision. And what is a demigod? It is stated in the Vedic scriptures that those who are devotees of Lord Vishnu are demigods. Vishnu Bhakta Smito Daiva. Those who are atheistic, who do not believe in Vishnu, or who recognize only the impersonal part of Krishna as the Supreme, cannot have divine vision. It is not possible to decry Krishna and at the same time have the divine vision. One cannot have the divine vision without becoming divine. In other words, those who have divine vision can also see like Arjuna. The Bhagavad Gita gives the descriptions of the universal form, although this description was unknown to everyone before. Now one can have some idea of the Vishwarupa after this incident. Those who are actually divine can see the universal form of the Lord. But one cannot be divine without being a pure devotee of Krishna. The devotees, however, who are actually in the divine nature and who have divine vision are not very much interested in seeing the universal form of the Lord. The many times repeated the same thing. As described in the previous verse, Arjuna desired to see the four-handed form of Lord Krishna as Vishnu, and he was actually afraid of the universal form. In this verse, there are some significant words, just like Veda, Yajna, Dhyana. Which refer to studying Vedic literature and the subject matter of sacrificial regulation. Veda refer to all kinds of Vedic literature, such as the four Vedas, Rig, Yajur, Sama, and Atharva, and the 18 Puranas, the Upanishad, and the Vedanta Sutra. One can study these at home or anywhere else. Similarly, there are Sutra, Kalpa Sutra, and Mimamsa Sutra. For studying the method of sacrifice, Dana refer to charity, which is offered to a suitable party, such as those who are engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. The Brahmanas and the Vaishnavas. Similarly, pious activities refer to the Agnihotra and the prescribed duties of the different castes. And the voluntary acceptance of some bodily pains is called tapasya. So one can perform all these, can accept bodily pains, give charity, etc. But unless he is a devotee like Krishna or like Arjuna, it is not possible to see that universal form. Those who are impersonalists are also imagining that they are seeing the universal form of the Lord. But from Bhagavad Gita, we understand that the impersonalists are not devotees. Therefore, they are unable to see the universal form of the Lord. There are many persons who create incarnation. They falsely claim an ordinary human to be an incarnation. But this is all foolishness. Who should follow the principle of Bhagavad Gita? Otherwise, there is no possibility of attaining perfect spiritual knowledge. Although Bhagavad Gita is considered the preliminary study of the sacrifice of science of love, Science of the God. Still, it is so perfect that it enables one to distinguish what is what. The followers of pseudo incarnation may say that they have also seen the transcendental incarnation of God, the universal form, but that is unacceptable because it is clearly stated there here that unless one became a devotee of Krishna, one cannot see the universal form of God. So one first of all has to become a pure devotee of Krishna. Then he can claim that he can show the universal form of what he has seen. A devotee of Krishna cannot accept false incarnation or followers of false incarnation. The essence is only one thing. Without becoming the Krishna devotee, we cannot see the form of Vishwarupa. That is the essence. All Vedas and everything. But Srimad Bhagavatam, न स्वाध्याये तपत न तपो एथो भक्तिर ममोर्जिता. There is one sloka I couldn't remember nicely. But there is talking about the Sankhya Bhakti Yoga, Etho Bhakti Amorjita. That means if we are reading Swadhyayam and Sankhya, we know Sankhya Yoga, we are practicing many sacrifices, Gyan, we become Gyani. But among of them, Etho Bhakti Amorjita. If you perform devotional service for me, at that level, all other things is lower. That is the topmost. This is saying Srimad Bhagavad. Etho Bhakti Mahorjita. That means devotional service of my, that is the greatest one. You can do tapasya, yoga, everything, but now Etho Bhakti Mahorjita. Other things is lower things. The higher thing is bhakti, devotional service. That is the higher thing. There is three aspects of the God realization, and impersonalists also they are realizing. Impersonalists mean they are also following the Krishna's path, but they are just thinking Krishna is impersonal. That is difference, only differences. But three aspects is that they are Brahma, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. Brahmeti, Bhagavan iti, and Paramatma iti, Bhagavan iti Satyate. Three aspects of the supreme realization. Krishna had three aspects for realization. That means like giving an example, sun god, sun rays, and sun planet, and sun god, and sun rays. Like this. Brahma like the sun rays, and Paramatma like the localized Paramatma, like sun god's kingdom, and Bhagavan is like sun god, the person. Same thing. Krishna had three aspects. They can transcendentalists, they can realize three aspects. That means Brahma, somebody just realizing the Brahma, somebody Paramatma, and somebody Bhagavan. That means devotees realizing the Bhagavan, perfect, with soul, with person. And other thing we know, they may fall down. Like from Brahmajyoti and Paramatma realization, they will be deviated. But who attain the Krishna's prem and who get the Krishna planet and who get the association of the Krishna, and they never fall down. But the question may come previously how we can fall down from there, how we can came from there. When living entity know that is the material world is full of suffering. When once come and he knew everything over here. That means after back to Godhead and they knew everything. Oh, don't tell him, we don't want to go again. They knew everything. That's why who go to Yadgatva Param Dhama Nalivartante Tadhamam Paramam. That means who attend my planet, my abode, they never come back. Previously we read that verse also.
So if somebody does the service to devotees, get the same benefit as doing the service as bhakti.
Devotee?
Somebody is giving service to the devotee.
Somebody giving to the service to the devotees.
We get the same benefit like bhakti.
Somebody because giving means outside people.
Anybody giving service to the devotees.
The devotional service all the time is good. And
but if he's not giving devotional service to Krishna, if he's giving service to the devotee who's doing the service to Krishna, does he get the benefit?
Oh, yeah. There are two Bhagavatas. One is Bhagavan and Bhagavad book. And Bhagavad book means talking about the Bhagavan. And we follow this Bhagavatam, we will get same benefit. And if we are worshipping the Bhakta Bhagavad also, pure devotee also called Bhagavad. There are two types of Bhagavad. One is book Bhagavad and another is Bhakta Bhagavad. If we worship the Bhakta Bhagavad,
not worship,
definitely
service, give service.
The service, yeah, same thing. Worship as like Krishna is saying, I am the Guru. I am come as the Guru. I am Ditiyam Nivesata Syati Satta Vipareyo Smriti Yanmayayata Buddha Vajatam Bhaktaikayesa Gurudeva Tatma. Guru as like a God, Lord. Who the real devotee, they see the Guru as a Bhagavan. But not Bhagavan, Guru not Bhagavan, but look like and they treat like that.
A representative.
Huh?
A representative.
Yes. Is Krishna saying? From outside, I will come as a Guru. From inside, the super soul is there. I am there as a super soul. From inside, I am guiding to you as a super soul. From outside, as a Guru. He will come as a Guru and he directs us. From outside, from inside. If we are eager to get Krishna prem, and then they will help. From outside Guru, from inside Krishna also helping. Oh, come, you want to come, please come. Krishna welcoming us. Because one thing also we can say, super soul all the time within the soul, and how can one, there is, where there is sun God, there is no darkness. Super soul is there, and how will darkness come inside the soul? And with the living, it is the suffering, ajnana. We are in the ignorance. How is the many thoughts also come inside the heart, and we have to cleanse that. We have to cleanse that heart. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saying, Chakoda Pranamadana. That in our Chitta Rupiyana, that in the heart, like the heart mirror, it became dusty by our karma. But Paramatma within our heart, and how can darkness will be there? In Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is talking. Krishna Bhuli says, Jeev Ananta Vairumukh. That means living into the forget to Krishna. And from the time immemorial, they are just, how to say, turn his face towards the material things. That's why, like the Krishna's backside all the time dark, and there is ignorance. and Krishna's front side is the lighting, no? Everything come on. And then when we turn the face, and we will go to dark place, and suffering is there. There is ghosts, all everything. In backside, many people like to know that things also there. We're talking about in Vishnu Rupa form, in Bhagavad second canto, talking about that thing. That's when we create the cotton with ourself, our soul, and super soul. We made cotton like that. We just turn the face. And that's why we are not getting Krishna prema, all these things. Krishna is there and everything is there. Our nature is there, looking for the happiness, but we turn the face. That's why we miss that. When we just trying to turn again, and you will get the Krishna prema through the Guru and Super Soul, and we will get the Lord Bhagavan. Many times Prabhupada repeatedly same thing. With the pure devotee, they don't want to see the Lord. Lord's universal form. They don't want to, because everybody wants to see now. They are not, in the level of the pure devotee. Still, they are trying to see, and it's not get, and they will be hopeless. Right? They will be hopeless. That's why Prabhupada many times repeating that statement. Everybody wants to say, oh, I am also, I'm meditating upon that. That's the topic. They're talking same thing. We cannot get that opportunity by the reading pay, dhyana, dana, and tapa. We cannot get those things. 49. Mati vitha macha vimura vavo drekha rupam ghora viprimmademam vete tabe prita mana punastham tadeva ve rupa idam prapasya. You have been troubled and bewildered by seeing this horrible feature of mine. Now let it be finished. My devotee, be free again from all disturbances. With a peaceful mind, you can now see the form you desire. तीन बार वर्णन हुआ है, 3 times, talking about this form. Same chapter, no problem. 3 times. First, he wants to show his universal form. After he's showing verse number 5, 6, there is he saw the Marutas, Adityas, some demigods, 8 demigods. After that, Arjun couldn't see full form and some little bit. And then, oh, Govinda, oh Krishna, I cannot see properly. And then, oh, you need reason, I will give you the eye, knowledge, chakshu. And he gave, and then he can able to see that. And that form also seen by the Sanjaya too. I'm talking about the same Vishnu, describe about that. Somebody says he is not seeing. In the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna was worried about killing Bhishma and Draupadi. His worshipful grandfather and master. But Krishna said that he need not be afraid of killing his grandfather when the sons of Dhritarashtra try to destroy Draupadi in the assembly of the Gurus. Bhishma and Drona were silent, and for such negligence of duty, they should be killed. Krishna showed his universal form to Arjuna just to show him that these people were already killed for their unlawful action. that scene was shown to Arjuna because devotees are always peaceful and they cannot perform such horrible action. The purpose of the relevance of the universal form was shown. Now Arjuna wanted to see the four-armed form, and Krishna showed him. A devotee is not much interested in the universal form, for it does not enable one to reciprocate loving feelings. Either a devotee wants to offer his respectful or worshipful feelings, or he wants to see the two-handed Krishna form so that he can reciprocate in loving service with his supreme personality of Godhead. Again, which is Buddha. Sunday इत्यर्जुन वासुदेवस्ततोता शोकं रूपं दर्शयामास भूय आश्रयामास च प्रीतमेनं भूत्वा पुनः सौम्य महात्मा. Sunday said to Dhritarashtra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, having spoken thus to Arjuna, displayed his real four-armed form and at last showed his two-armed form, thus encouraging the fearful Arjuna. When Krishna appeared as the son of Vasudeva and Devaki, he first of all appeared as four-armed Narayana. But when he was requested by his parents, he transformed himself into an ordinary child in appearance. Similarly, Krishna knew that Arjuna was not interested in seeing a four-handed form. But since Arjuna asked to see this four-handed form, Krishna also showed him this form again and then showed himself in his two-handed form. The word Soumya Bapu is very significant. Soumya Bapu is a very beautiful form. It is known as the most beautiful form. When he was present, everyone was attracted simply by Krishna's form. And because Krishna is the director of the universe, he just banished the fear of Arjuna. He is devotee and showed him again his beautiful form of Krishna. In the Brahma Samhita 538, it is stated, Premandana Churita Bhakti Vilocana. Only a person whose eyes are smeared with the ointment of the kajal. No? Of love can see the beautiful form of. Any discussion, Prabhu? यहाँ पे confusion तो है ना? Four-handed Vishnu and Krishna. Bapu means body, Saumya means peaceful. Saumya body. Premam Jana Churita Bhakti Vilocana Santa Sadaiva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti. That means Santa, who is the Santa person, saintly person, they all the time they can see Krishna. Vilokayanti, within the heart, they can see Krishna's form, lovely form. But we first need to Premam. Premam means by the devotion. Premam Jana, Prem Rupi. That means loving, how to say, in the form of loving form of the attainment means that is a Premandana Chorita Bhakti Vilocana. That means with love we can see that. We have to develop loving reason, and that we can see. Love, prema, surita bhakti vilocana, santa sadara hridayesu vilokayanti. Yem syama sundaram achintya rupam. That means yem syama sundaram. Syama sundaram means like cloudly blue. Krishna, they can see. Govinda. Yes. Now, 51. Arjuna Vata. Krishtavedam manusam rupam tavam saumyam janadana dani masi samprita sateta prakritim gata. When Arjuna thus saw Krishna in his original form, he said, "O Janardana, seeing this woman-like form, so very beautiful, I am now composed in mind, and I am restored to my original nature." The word Manusam Rupam clearly indicates the Supreme Personality of God had to be original, two-handed. Those who derived Krishna as if he were an ordinary person are shown here to be ignorant of his divine nature. If Krishna is like an ordinary human being, then how is it possible for him to show the universal form and again to show the four-handed Narayana form? So it is very clearly stated in Bhagavad Gita that one who thinks that Krishna is an ordinary person and who misguides the reader by claiming that it is the impersonal Brahman within Krishna speaking is doing the greater injustice. Krishna has actually shown his universal form and his four-handed Vishnu form. So how can he be an ordinary human being? A pure devotee is not confused by misguiding commentaries on Bhagavad Gita because know that is what. What is what? The original verse of Bhagavad Gita are as clear as the sun. They do not require lamplight from foolish commenters. Commentators, yeah. It's also clear by Sloka that the Supreme Lord has two-handed form. Long chapter, no? This one. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Sudurdarshanidam rupam drishta banasi janmama diva apyasya rupasya nitya darvana kanchana. The Supreme Personality of God said, "My dear Arjuna, this form of mine you are now seeing is very difficult to behold. Even the demigods are ever seeking the opportunity to see this form, which is so dear." In the 48th verse of this chapter, Lord Krishna concluded revealing his universal form and informed Arjuna that this form is not possible to be seen by so many pious activities, sacrifices, etc. Now here the word Sudur Darsam is used, indicating that Krishna's two-handed form is still more comprehensive. One may be able to see the universal form of Krishna by adding a little tinge of devotional service to various activities like penance, spiritual study, philosophical philosophical speculation. It may be possible, but without a inch of bhakti, one cannot see. That has already been explained. Still, beyond that universal form, the form of Krishna with two-handed is still more difficult to see. Even for demigods like Brahma and Lord Shiva, the desire to see him, and we have evidence in the Srimad Bhagavad that when he was supposed to be in the womb of his mother, Devaki, all the demigods from heaven come to see the marvel of Krishna, and they offer nice prayer to the Lord, although he was not at that time visible to them. They waited to see him. A foolish person may deride him, thinking him an ordinary person, and may offer respect not to him but to the impersonal something within him. But these are all nonsensical postures. Krishna, in his true arm, is actually desired to be seen by demigods like Brahma and Shiva. In Bhagavad Gita 9:11, it is also confirmed. Avadananti mamula manusim tanumasita. It is not visible to the foolish person who derived him Krishna's body as confirmed by Brahma Samhita and confirmed by Krishna himself in Bhagavad Gita. It is completely spiritual and full of bliss and eternality. His body is never like a material body, but for some who make a study of Krishna by reading Bhagavad Gita or similar Vedic scriptures, Krishna is a problem. Krishna is a problem. For one, using a material process, Krishna is considered to be a great historical personality and well-learned philosopher. But he is an ordinary man, and even though he was so powerful, he had to accept a material body. Ultimately, they think that the absolute truth is impersonal. Therefore, they think that from his impersonal creature, he assumes a personal creature attached to material nature. This is a materialistic calculation of the Supreme Lord. Another calculation is speculative. Those who are in search of knowledge also speculate on Krishna and consider him to be less important than the universal form of the Supreme. Thus, some think that the universal form of Krishna, which was manifested to Arjuna, is more important than his personal form. According to them, the personal form of the Supreme is something imaginary. They believe that in the ultimate issue, the absolute truth is not a person, but the transcendental process is described in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4. To hear about Krishna from authorities, that is the actual Vedic process. And those who are actually in the Vedic line hear about Krishna from authority, and by repeated hearing about him, Krishna becomes dear. As we had several times discussed, Krishna is covered by his Yogamaya potency. He is not to be seen or revealed to anyone and everyone. Only by one to whom he reveals himself can he be seen. This is confirmed in the Vedic literature. For one who is a surrendered soul, the absolute truth can actually be understood. The transcendence by continuous Krishna consciousness and by devotional service to Krishna can have his spiritual eyes open and can see Krishna by revelation. Such a revelation is not possible even for the demigods. Therefore, it is difficult even for the demigods to understand Krishna. And the advanced demigods are always in hope of seeing Krishna in his two-handed form. The conclusion is that Although to see the universal form of Krishna is very, very difficult and not possible for anyone and everyone, it is still more difficult to understand his personal form as Shyama Sundara. Something is coming from the nothing is not possible. Something is coming from something. Last time also discussed same thing and putting question to Chaitanya Charan Prabhu. Is God exist? That question. And he can answer four things. He described all the things, but his last final thing is that something come from something, not material thing come from material. It's come from the spiritual thing. That means from spirit by consciousness can create the things, but material thing cannot create the consciousness. He's giving four answers. I forget that four aspects, four things he described. Now, I asked somebody and they told me that Prapto Satyam Nishedata. That means which is not in existence, we cannot questioning although. There is no question. If exit and then question comes. That when God exists, that's when question come out. He is there or not? He exists, that's when question come out. If something is not existence, there is no questions. Existence, that's when question come out. That is called in Tarka Shastra. That is called Prapto Satyam Nishedha. There is short darshan. One is the.
I have got a meeting on that to attend.
One is there is Vyakana, Nirukta, Jyotish, Mimamsa, Nyaya. This is from Nyaya Shastra. There is 6 types of scripture. It's called the short darshan. You know, Prabhu, that short darshan. No? So one is that it's Nyaya. Nyaya is almost Nyaya just giving the tarka. Nyaya means what is the justice?
Yes, justice.
Yeah, justice. There is one is justice, and the justice means to justify the things, and that's why. And somebody they ask, does God exist? And the answer, simple answer from the Nyaya Shastra, Prapto Satyam Nishedha. That means, which is not in the existence, we cannot describe. Things is the existence, that's why we can question that. That is the answer, the simple answer.
So what happens with the new inventions? Like a new invention, it didn't exist, but people are questioning and trying to invent, like a mobile phone, for example. 50 years ago, nobody.
Everything is existence. No? They are existent. That's why they are searching, looking for that.
Oh.
The planet is there.
Form.
Huh?
What you are seeing is only a new form.
Hmm.
The mobile phone is nothing but it's a component. Like we are assembling different components and it's making a new thing. You are not creating something out of nothing.
No.
It has always been there. It's only that elements are being transmuted and it's being converted to a form.
Everything converted and they gave the form.
like you have paints, like there are several different kinds of paints. See, painting is a creation, agreed. But whether it's come out from nothing, no. There is something you still have to do the painting. Of course, what is there is imagination and intelligence, but that is nothing. So it's not a new form per se. It's something. It's a different interpretation.
Not yet manifested.
Yeah.
It is there, but not yet manifested.
Yeah, that's what they call invent, no? They just invent. They are not creating. They are saying creativity is going on, no? They are saying, but they are just at last they are saying invent this thing.
Yeah, it's always invented. You never, because it's always something you create from something which already existed. That's what is invention.
Yeah, Nyaya Shastra talking about that is the answer.
So, question here. In verse 14:8, he says that if you do prayers, you do sacrifices, you still cannot see his universal form. But here he says, in Prabhupada's commentary, that if a transcendentalist, if he does devotional service, he can obtain spiritual eyes so that he can see the devotional form of Krishna.
This one?
He can see the universal form of Krishna. Like he said, the transcendentalist, by continuous Krishna consciousness and by devotional service to Krishna, can have his spiritual eyes open and can see Krishna by revelation.
Yeah, it is not a universal form. He is
Two-arm form.
himself real two-arm form. The transcendentalist, by continuous Krishna consciousness and by devotional service to Krishna, can have his spiritual eyes open and can see Krishna by revelation. That is one verse I got actually. Uh, 53. Naham vedai natapasa nadanena cha narijaya sakya eva vidogatum trishtabhanasi mamyata. The form you are seeing with your transcendental eyes cannot be understood simply by studying the Vedas, nor by undergoing serious penances, nor by charity, nor by worship. It is not by these means that one can see me as I am. Krishna first appeared before his parents Devaki and Vasudeva in a four-handed form, and then he transformed himself into a two-handed form. His mystery is very difficult to understand for those who are atheists and who are divided of devotional service. For scholars who have simply studied Vedic literature by way of grammatical knowledge or mere academic qualification, Krishna is not possible to understand, nor it is to be understood by persons who officially go to the temple to offer worship. They make their visit, but they cannot understand Krishna as he is. Krishna can be understood only through the path of devotional service, as explained by Krishna himself in the next verse. कितना टाइम हो रहा है, बहुत लंबा है, नेक्स्ट बार पढ़ेंगे. कितना टाइम हो, थोड़ा ये हो रहा है.
Next time.
Next time. त्या पुनर्न्यासत्या अहमेव निरोजुनः ज्ञातुं द्रष्टुं च तत्त्वेन प्रवेष्टुं च परन्तप। इसका थोड़ा ट्रांसलेशन पढ़ेंगे और माइंड में भगवान को लेके चलेंगे। माय डियर अर्जुन, ओनली बाय undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am, standing before you, and can thus be seen directly. Only in this way can you enter into the mysterious of my understanding. ज्ञातुं द्रष्टुं च तत्त्वेन प्रवेष्टुं च परन्तप। इसका मतलब रहता है कि भगवान को भक्ति करने से उनको जान भी सकते हैं, देख भी सकते हैं, और उनमें प्रविष्ट मतलब उनकी वहां पे प्रविष्ट उत्पन्न भी हो सकते हैं, देख भी सकते हैं उनको डायरेक्ट ऐसे ही। हरे कृष्णा। नेक्स्ट टाइम थोड़ा try to reading only and understanding.